Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your end of the month reading for May. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in the end of May. Please for Virgo Libra. Talking about trust. Taking that leap of faith, knowing that, there's things that you can do, really, getting out there, doing what it is you want to do, leaping, daring, being more optimistic. There could be this huge belief within you that is really wanting to take the time to, diminish whatever energy is kind of holding you back, or thoughts, or any of these things that are holding you back for taking the actions to improve whatever the situation might be within you, Virgo Libra. So pretty much just really trusting in the situation. Okay, so this month is really about the end of the month is really about that trust. Who do I trust? What do I trust? Do I trust myself? Do I dare do this? Okay. We have Master coming out with Shine. Change your focus. Ooh. Needing some heal under the Master. The Shine is going with the flow. And the change the focus is daydreams and decisions. Nice. So what is really talking about over here is, I'm talking about this Master is talking about really mastering what you desire. You deserve love. If you really feel like you want love, it is actually there for you and ready for you to shine by really changing your focus about the situation. It does feel like there could be something that's going on around you in the end of the month. Could be some arguments, whether it's with a platonic friend or family member or a loved one. But it does feel like no matter what, your popularity is really soaring over here. It just feels like you're having maybe some havocs over here with somebody else. And really changing your focus will really heal the situation with whoever you might be arguing with, to really get you back into the flow. And, that daydreams and decisions really going on that trusting within your own intuition to know exactly what you need to do or whatever the situation is. The Master over here could be definitely a love relationship. It could be within a marriage, however it is. But it does feel like there is some kind of argument or controlling behavior going on within the situation. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is talking about, but I'm not going to really escape the situation. I'd rather fix the situation than actually, escape. So this is talking about actually, how I want it to really work, I really want some forgiveness. I really want, take the high road with this person. Could be dealing with a Gemini, and you guys are just not seeing eye to eye, but really having the conversation to really cut through the BS in the end of the month about whatever the situation is. So it does feel like there could be somebody that's a little angry. But with the Shining over here is really showing the popularity that you have going on. It just feels like the place that you want to, really shine with is with this person you're really having kind of an argument with. So it just feels like there needs to be a little more understanding with the Queen of Swords about what is going on. Guys, this could be over jealousy. Look, if you're shining and you're popular and you're hanging out with your friends and you're, could be having disagreements, maybe they want your attention. Maybe they feel like, you are hanging out with so-and-so too much. I do feel like there could be something like this, some kind of resentment, some kind of jealousy going on. And this is because you're getting a lot of attention. You're really shining. But it says you're trying to take control of the situation, but it's kind of crazy because it feels like they want control, but yet you want to take control of this situation. And very determined to get this done, whatever it is, right? And like I said, it feels like making them have a better understanding of what the situation is. And it just feels like there's a lot of socialization going on in the end of the month, and with this disagreements, right? You want to have them understand this from a calm point of view. Have a calm understanding. Now, with the Four of Wands over here, this could lead to, if you guys are in a sexual relationship, this could lead to, what they call it, the sex after the fight. You see what I'm saying? You know how that goes. The many rewards. With the change your focus, it's the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is saying I'm not going to allow this argument and this interference to hold me back, right? So I'm not going to let you pin me down. I'm not going to surrender to, all of your arguing or this argument in itself, right? It just feels like all I want you to do is forgive. And it just feels like this is something that's just gone overboard. It's just blown out of context. Right, and the Empress of you're trying to nourish the situation, making them understand things. Like I said, this could end up in make-up sex in the end for some of you. Like, seriously. We have the Four of Wands plus the Empress. And so in the end, it could just end up that way. And that will just kind of, for some couples, it just really fixes a lot, right? Because you come to that nurturing place. And then you really are starting to give them the attention. As you're changing focus, you're like giving them more attention, right? So with the healing over here, it's the Two of Cups, which is saying, okay, we've healed the situation. There's that intertwining of sex again. So like I said, a lot of you, this is going to end up in some really hot makeup sex. And sometimes, when you're married, if you're married, that's the way it needs to be, right? Because this makes them understand that, where you stand within the relationship or how they stand within the relationship, and then bringing the two of you together as the Two of Cups, right? Even if it's, if you're just a really good couple, that could be a huge possibility. For those of you who it's not, or it's a more platonic argument, it's just taking it in a place of making them understand that, it would be that inner love, right? I love you. I don't want this to happen. We're best friends. Just because I'm hanging out with, maybe you're hanging out too much with your boyfriend and not enough of them. Take it how it resonates, because it's going to be a little bit different for everyone. But for the most part, I really see a couple over here who's really having some issues with their lover. But it could be either way. With the Page of Swords, it's almost... they're watching you, but you're kind of also watching them to make sure that they understand, right? That they actually understand, that it doesn't need to be this way. There could also have happened at a party. I want you to know that right now, right? With the Four of Wands, this could have happened at a party, right? There could be some kind of party or invitation going on, something that has to do with some kind of party, wedding, some kind of celebration, and they just kind of get jealous. You're with somebody else. And remember, it could be the other way around too, guys, right? You could say it was me who was a little jealous. They were acting out, right? Maybe they were hanging all over somebody, right? And I got pissed off, and then this all happened. And it kind of feels like that, right? In some ways. Or they're just giving their friend too much attention and not you. Maybe they felt like a third wheel. Something is going on. Everybody's story is a little different. But definitely there is some jealousy. I really do. And it's almost like you're telling them, but you need to trust me. This is not what, you know what I mean? And you're going to make the extra leaps and bounds to try to fix the situation, because it's almost like they went overboard about this. So going with the flow with the Queen of Wands is giving you this intuitive, understanding, and really making you pay attention and taking action where action is needed, which feels like you're going to give more action and more passion and more attention to the person. Could be, I'm going to call it Gemini for now, because I have all these. I got a lot of fire. We'll say it could be Sagittarius. It could be a fire sign or an air sign. It's what it looks mostly like. But for now, we'll just call it Gemini. Doesn't have to be, guys, though, okay? It just feels like you're going to be giving them more attention, right? Because it feels like they need a little more attention. Remember, we're in a Mercury retrograde, right? The energies. We just went through this huge lunar eclipse where, you know, a lot of transitions, a lot of pain, a lot of things we're going through. People, you know, thinking from a deeper side because of that Scorpio, letting go of things. They have a lot of fear comes up, and then you go straight into a Mercury retrograde. Like, wow, right? So from one beautiful piece of the universe of this lunar eclipse straight into a kind of a mixed emotion. You know how that Mercury retrograde is, though, guys, right? It's giving this mixed emotion, old feelings coming back, so they could release some things, but then all of a sudden this Mercury comes up, and that's that, you know, that big old Mercury is that big old communication, and it just gives out mixed emotions and different signals. And you know, maybe this person is just having a really rough time with too many energies, and it's getting them all flustered. Or like I said, for the crosswatcher, it could be, you know, it could be you, the Virgo Libra, having all these different mixed emotions coming through. Right? So it's almost like, well, I'm going to have to give them more attention because they're really getting messed up over here. You're really getting in their head, really getting in their emotions. You want the socialization, right? Because your Libra side is saying, but I want the socialization. I'm getting a lot of attention. I'm enjoying myself, right? I'm doing the things I want to do, you know, and this month, at the end of the month, brings in a lot of parties and a lot of invitations and a lot of fun things. And I just feel like the firepower that's going on with this other person is just not really getting where you're coming from, and just feels like maybe they need a little more attention, and they don't feel like you're giving them all the attention. Maybe they're used to it. You could be out going out with dinner parties with your best friends. See what I'm saying? Maybe they're not invited to a lot of these things, and they're like, well, where'd you go? Right? So something is definitely going on with the daydreams and decisions, though. You are going to be making better decisions. There will be a reconciliation going on. Like I said, it looks like for a lot of you, there is a lot of makeup sex going on, to make sure that they do feel like, you know, that they are wanted. With the moon over here, it's saying using your intuition, and that's really getting into that dreamy state of how you're going to fix this with them and make them understand, you know, that you do love them and that you do want to keep this successfully going. You know, they're a lot in their head right now, and, you know, they're overly focused on you. But it could just feel like that's where the devil's coming out over here. This master, it just feels like they're kind of manipulating situations, or, you know, just really upset. Maybe they're thinking more about me at this time of the month, because they just don't feel like they're getting the attention that they really feel like they could be. And it's kind of crazy because you could even say, you know, that's kind of bullshit, though, because I give them a lot of attention. But if you're giving a lot of attention to someone else, they just don't feel it. Maybe they feel like you're kind of doing more, maybe kind of for yourself or for other people. So however this is, it feels more like an energy drain, and it looks like it's a lot in their emotions and their mind. So you could even say it that way. It just feels like they want more. There's more. Right? So whether it's you're not giving me the attention I need, or there's a jealousy between you and someone else, right? Because, yeah, they do feel like they're in a challenge mode for your attention or some way or another, and they're pre-calculating a lot of the things that are going on around you, right? They really are, because they feel like you're getting a lot of attention where they're just kind of in a cloud. See, she kind of cuts through the clouds, and you're trying to say, okay, look, right? So, yeah, it just feels like there's some kind of a lot of anger, resentment, jealousy, something going on. Make sure that you're practicing self-care for yourself. They need to do the same for themselves as well. They really do, right? Because look, there it is too. Yeah, getting a lot of attention, getting the rewards that you want, reaping a lot of rewards. Something is going on where it does feel like you are shining and you are noticed by other people, somehow or another. And they kind of see you being put up on a pedestal and kind of seeing other people watch it. I do feel there is, for a lot of you, there's a lot of jealousy going on over here. maybe you got a promotion and you're being really noticed, and, you know, who knows? I mean, it could just come down to they know you make more money than them and they're getting upset. You know, they were always maybe the breadwinner and now you make more money. It could be just something just as low as that, guys. It doesn't have, you know what I mean? Everybody's story is different. But really bringing in this extra passion for them, that is a good call. Extra friendship, however it is, if your best friend feels like you're moving away from them because you are giving too much to another person. So, but yeah, just definitely watch for that, because it does look like arguments do want to arise due to your, I'm just going to say, your popularity, right? Your socialization, your shining. So getting a daily healing card. You guys, it looks like almost for the majority of you, this will be over just as fast as it came in. You see what I'm saying? For a lot of you, it doesn't look like it's going to hang around very long. It looks like it's going to be fixed pretty quick. It doesn't look like it's going to, you know, it could be like I woke up one morning and this is the way they were, and it's just going to feel like you woke up the next day and it's over. Okay, so, and yeah, you know, end of the month, I mean, yeah, it's going to, you know, in the middle of it, it might feel like, oh my God, we're still fighting. Jeez, it's been 4 days. But in reality, it's going to be over pretty quick. Respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. Yeah, you're going to have to, you know, because that's just going to bring in all the cycles that you know that you have. That's the going with the flow, knowing that the Wheel of Fortune is open for you and that you are getting things done. And, you know, if, like I said, if you're getting your glory days right now, you know, they might feel like they're losing a piece of you, or you see what I'm saying? So, might not even be jealousy. It could be envy. Or just feeling like they're a third wheel. I mean, you know, hey, it happens. That's what this card also means. Feeling like I'm a third wheel. Feeling like I'm in the distance. I'm not in the, you know, I'm nowhere to be seen as you're being surrounded by all these people. Do something to improve yourself. Any improvement will make and benefit for all, right? Will make you feel better and benefit for all. And that's really what that is, right? Just remember, you're still an Empress no matter what. You do have that Venus in you no matter what, because you are a cusp, so you are a Libra, or you are a Libra, right? So you definitely are that. But however, it is, use this beautiful energy of this Venetian energy to keep you standing strong and knowing, you know, who you are and what's really going on, and actually using that extra love and nurturing, which looks like you're going to do anyways. Okay. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.